With our day layover in Emeryville, we decided to go to San Francisco from there. Our bus stop was right in front of our hotel. We took it across the Bay Bridge, and we planned to tour San Francisco for the day.
Now we took the F bus from our hotel, the Hyatt Place, to go into San Francisco. Brought us to Salesforce Transit Center. This is a big center. There's two sides to it. I'm just showing you one side. This is also, if you were to take the Amtrak bus, where it would drop you off.
So we just came in by a city bus to the transit center in San Francisco. We're going to walk to the ferry terminal and see if we can get to Fisherman's Wharf. And we're going to pick up a senior pass, a Clipper pass, to make that easier and more economical. And we got our directions right, and we're at the ferry building. So we're buying a Clipper card, which is the San Francisco area's transit card. It gives you discounts. We can prove that we're seniors as we're doing this in person, so we get a reduced fare as well because we're seniors. I think it's like 60% off the fares. We're gonna, I guess the ferry we were gonna take is not running on weekdays, so we might be doing trolleys or buses, but either way it'll help us get around and get back to Emeryville this evening.
We're down at the ferry terminal, having just bought our Clipper card. We'll make it much easier when we take ferries or buses or subways in this area. And it's got it recorded that we're seniors, so we'll get the senior discount.
So the Amtrak trains don't actually come to San Francisco. They go to Emeryville, which is across that bridge there. And that takes us, that's what we took the bus across this morning, and we'll not exactly sure how we're going to get back this afternoon, but we got to cross the bay over to Emeryville, which is right about there.
Here we are at Pier 27, and there is one cruise ship, the Norwegian Encore, in port. Walking along the wharf, we came across an America's Cup sailing boat, which appears to have come from 1976. What a tall mast, small boat. Looking out over San Francisco Bay, Alcatraz, down to the Golden Gate Bridge. Go a little further, I think you get the Presidio. San Francisco has its sourdough bread bowls with New England clam chowder. Makes a great meal. Bowden started many years ago, and they have one large restaurant here. and Fisherman's Wharf. We're at the end of the cable car line on Taylor Street. As one cable car pulls out, the next one is coming down. But it's going to have to be turned around. Down on this turntable, and they simply push it around. Locks into space. Way to pick up another set of passengers. What's a trip to San Francisco without a stop at Ghirardelli Chocolate? At least for these chocolate lovers. All at Ghirardelli Square. We ordered a Ghirardelli Chocolate Lovers sundae. I asked Kathy if she took a picture of it, and she said no. But it didn't take us long to finish it off, and boy was it good.
We're going to board the Oakland Alameda ferry and go across the bay to get closer to Emeryville. We'll take a bus back to the hotel.
San Francisco, but it's time to head back. This ferry will take us to Oakland. From Oakland, we'll take a bus over to Emeryville. area is designed mostly, I think, for locals to commute. Even has restrooms. It's not a very long ride across the bay.
As we traveled around Emeryville to San Francisco, we considered other things that we might have chosen to do with the same trip on the Coast Starlight. One option would have been to take the Amtrak bus from Emeryville, which would pick you up at the station, and deposit you in San Francisco at the Salesforce Transit Center where we arrived on the bus this morning. That option would give you options of hotels in San Francisco, and then you'd be in San Francisco if that's the place you wanted to tour while you were there. We chose to stay in Emeryville, and we had a short walk to our hotel and then just took the F bus one stop straight into San Francisco. So that was what we chose. We also looked at stopping at Oakland, and Oakland is where our ferry is taking us now. And the Oakland ferry, the Oakland bus stop would allow you to stay in the area surrounding Oakland. You're right near Ghirardelli Square. If you see where we're going to be walking around when we get to the Oakland ferry stop. So those were other choices you could make if you're traveling on the Coast Starlight that would all give you access to San Francisco. You just take, in the case of Oakland, you just take the ferry back across the bay to San Francisco. The Clipper Pass, which we picked up in the morning at the ferry terminal with the senior discount, gave us a reduced fare on the trolley, and then when we boarded the ferry, although it charged full fare, what we learned when we disembarked is we scanned it again and it credited back, reduced our fare down to the senior discount, which was half price. So we then boarded buses to get back to the hotel, and those were considered being transfers, so they were free as well. So it was, all in all, a great choice to go and get that pass while we were at the ferry terminal. Franklin Roosevelt's floating White House, the USS Potomac, has been restored and sits on the dock in Oakland.
This is the Oakland tourist stopper. If you don't believe me, look at his feet.
This is Jack London's cabin where he lived when he was prospecting. However, it's been disassembled and reassembled slightly differently, but it's been authenticated with his signature that it's really his cabin.